Elegant listeners and
I just hit
watchers.
record. You started.
I thought we were recording the whole time.
No.
Okay. Well, hi. Elegant listeners, you are tuned in to Go, My Favorite Sports Team, the podcast where I don't know who the hell I'm rooting for, but I'm rooting for my favorite. And who my favorite is probably going to be the one that entices me the most sexually pleasing. Here's some boobs.
What?
No. Just
I honestly
kidding.
thought you were going to be like the podcast where I have no idea who I am or why I'm here.
I don't know anything about today. I mean, after the past week, I definitely don't know who I am and where I am.
Yeah, I hope you got some good rest this weekend.
Duh.
No?
I mean, it was all right. I didn't do as much work this weekend, but I'm paying for it now.
Yeah, busy man over there making time for all of you wonderful, elegant listeners and viewers here, and for me for recording this podcast. What a good lad he is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. But today, Mark, we are talking about a sport that is actually like hockey.
Well, hey, hold on. Let's delay this hockey primer a little longer. We
Oh,
know
okay,
we're never going to
okay.
get to it. There's Reddit stuff to talk about.
Oh, yeah. It's been so long since we've done jacuzzis or wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've mentioned Reddit, and we've talked about certain Reddit things when people post like that pumpkin. They were very happy about that.
Yeah.
But this, I have to ask you what the hell they're talking about because I don't even remember. There's a jacuzzi from Malice Mandible that says, Mark, you're not 100% right about heart surgery. I'll have to ask my wife who does this for a living, but they stop the heart and control the blood flow through a machine. That way it's not beating while they do surgery. Thank you for reading. Go Cowboys. Have a great weekend. What the hell did I say?
You were talking about we were talking about robotics in sport and how they're moving. And then we were talking about the usability of like AI and robotics in medicine. And you were talking about like how they suture while the heart is beating. The heart surgeons, they do a suture on the heart while the heart is actively beating.
Ooh.
And I think it had to do with a biomedical device, and then you're having some robot kind of move with the beating heart, so then they just have to do the suture. So
all right.
they were responding to that in the sense that they stop the heart for the suture or whatnot.
Oh, there's a follow-up, though.
Oh?
There's a follow-up from this person's wife who said this person's wife did do heart surgery, and they said, hey, y'all, so I posted yesterday about Mark not being 100% right about heart surgery thing, but he partially was. Here's the explanation. I'm Mrs. Mandible here. I'm a certified surgical technologist currently shadowing in the cath lab while I'm going back to school for cardiovascular technologist. As of my knowledge, in open heart surgeries, the surgeon sutures while the heart is pumping to connect the lines for the heart-lung machine. This is known as a CABG.
It sounds like a bypass machine.
Cock and ball gag.
The heart, cock, and ball gag.
Cat and big guy. With newer technology in medicine, the perfusionist stops the heart so the surgeon can suture in a bloodless environment. The heart-lung machine pumps the blood back into the body via lines that the surgeon sutured at the beginning of the surgery, hence the bypass. Mark was partially right, though. With traditional CABG procedures, the heart is still pumping. So, take that!
The husband of the wife who corrected you?
I don't know.
I don't remember the exact details. If maybe if it was a week ago, I would have remembered, but not today. Not today.
Well, either way, that's fine. In other news, Scottish soccer fans cause, quote, small earthquake celebrating World Cup qualification.
I actually added some clips to the the 2025 highlights / funnies that we'll have in an episode in the future. But Scotland qualified for the World Cup for the first time in a long, long time. And in extremely fantastical fashion, their last goal was made from half field, midfield, over the goalie launched and into the goal.
That's impressive. Yeah, they even have a graph of the Richter scale, I'm guessing, or a power scale that shows two big spikes occurred at some time. Oh, wait. After the fourth goal, which probably put them in the lead, and then after the final whistle. The fourth goal was slightly bigger than the final whistle, if you were curious, but the final whistle lasted longer.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, no, wait. The other one was bigger. I can't read these graphs.
Well, you can't read a graph?
I can't read these graphs.
Got to go back to school.
No, I don't want to go back to school. I'm done with. I'm too old for school.
You're too cool for school?
No, I said old. Do you think old means cool?
For me, that's how I dream, okay? As I get older, I get cooler. That's the only way I could survive.
Yeah, that's the only way we cope.
My body's falling apart. My blood pressure's all over the place. It could explode at any minute, so I got to pretend like I'm cool, calm, and collected.
There's a one that's like from Astrum Nihilum that says, Preach Tyler. We don't need to read this one. It's just praising you and whatnot.
Well, there's somebody yelling at me about the Allen Iverson quote, accusing me because they think it's disrespectful for quoting that. Because it was when he was having a hard time and he was his friend had passed away or whatnot. But it's one of the most memed quotes, and I don't think it upsets him.
What's the quote?
It's we talking about practice? We talking about practice? Not a game. We talking about practice. Because he didn't show up for practice, and some reporters were antagonizing him about the fact that he's like not showing up for the team in practice.
Yeah, because his friend passed away. Yeah, that's not.
I didn't know any of the context of why he missed practice, but there was something else going on that I think there was perceived tension between Allen Iverson and the organization and some other things that were going on. So given that context, I had no idea, but I don't know if it actually upsets him, but it is one of the most like memed clips of Allen Iverson and is constantly quoted over and over and over.
How dare you? You're a terrible person, obviously.
Yeah, how dare I repeat the things that everyone else is repeating? It's true. That's that without knowing context, that is an awful thing to do.
And like most terrible people, there will be no repercussions and you will get to keep your podcast and your job.
That's what we call white privilege.
God, I wish only get half. Someday, maybe I'll be wholly privileged.
Oh, God. I don't know if that could stay in the podcast, but
Yeah, it could stay in. Why not? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with it?
The fact that whites are privileged, okay? That's what's wrong with it.
That's what's wrong, eh? All right, what's the episode?
All right, today we are talking about a sport similar to ice hockey. It is not ice hockey, it is not hockey, but it is played in a similar fashion. Mark, this sport can be played in a normal gymnasium. On a court similar to a basketball court.
Define a normal gymnasium.
A full basketball court gymnasium. Full court basketball, like
Bleachers?
high school size. Huh?
Bleachers?
Yeah, bleachers around.
Does it have that weird upper loft area where they keep all the toys? And I wanted to sneak up there and connect the batteries to one of the drivable cars, and I couldn't figure it out.
Are you talking about the weird loft that was in the junior high, or
there was a lot of weird lofts. There was one at the first private school I went to for like 2 years, and then I don't remember sneaking up to any public school ones.
Maine had one because the gym was also the stage for the theater. You remember that?
No, I don't at all, actually. Oh, wait, yes, I do. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, it was all asbestos anyway.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was filled with asbestos.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
that's why it's gone.
Oops.
That's right, Mark. We grew up with asbestos.
I mean, there's asbestos tiles at my mom's house. I don't think that it's something you can avoid easily.
No. In today's day and age, it's easier, but back then, almost impossible to avoid. It was in everything. It was in our food. It was in our brains.
Yeah. Well, we got plastics now to shield us from the asbestos.
Yeah. Do you think that'll help save us from nuclear war?
No.
Microplastics make us invincible to radiation.
No, that's wrong.
Maybe if we die from it, the heat will have the microplastics will mold and we'll have like a skeleton of our body, but in plastic.
We already have a skeleton of our body. It's our skeleton.
Yeah, but now the plastic one, so it like shows your veins and stuff.
You ever think about that? You're just a skeleton moving.
Yeah.
Ever think about that?
Yeah. All the time, man. You got to remember, I break bones too often.
Yeah, just a skeleton in here. Spooky, scary.
When you hear the term floorball, what does it make you think of?
My testicles when they drag on the floor because they're so huge. Your testicles when they're dragging on the floor because they're so huge.
Change.
The wheelbarrow of testicle we have to wheel around because they're so huge. The dump truck of one ball that I got. The other one's normal.
Change.
Balls on the floor, man. Just
there you go.
Just some playing balls on the floor.
So remember how we've never ever talked about hockey.
Never.
But we're going to discuss hockey, but if you got rid of the ice, got rid of the skates, got rid of the padding. So all you got left is and no puck. It's a ball. But you got balls and sticks.
So like floor hockey.
Pretty much. It's called floorball. So instead of a puck, it's like a wiffle ball type ball. And you have hockey sticks, but there's no pads. You're not supposed to like physically hit each other, and you can't like lift your stick high in the air when you're near somebody below your waist.
You're not supposed to do a lot of things.
Yes. But we did play this, I believe, if you took outdoor rec, the class for gym class in high school, we played floorball in class.
I don't recall doing that very much, but I also remember that I was extremely socially awkward through most of high school, and so my experience in outdoor rec is just a series of shame moments, one after the other.
A series of what?
Shameful moments.
Shameful moments.
Things that I think about in the shower, and I have to bite my washcloth to keep me from screaming.
Are you tied up in the shower when you have to bite your...
No, like in Arrested Development when the guy blew biting on his washcloth.
I've never seen that.
It's not a sexual thing. Are you making it a sexual thing?
No, I just didn't understand it, so I was trying to understand it.
No, just, you ever in the shower and you think about an embarrassing memory and you go like,
No.
What the fuck?
I don't really remember a lot of embarrassing moments. I don't know if I get embarrassed that often. Like,
I don't get embarrassed that often anymore, but that's because I'm old and crotchety and so goddamn successful. What do I have to be embarrassed about?
It sounds like you're embarrassed by your success now.
No. The memories of childhood will never stop being embarrassing. That's the one thing that we all have to look forward to, is it's always gonna be embarrassing. Always.
Just like this sport is gonna be embarrassing, Mark. Much like any other primer, we've got to start from the simple basics, right? The simple, true basics.
Yeah.
And those basics are the size of the court.
Oh.
All right.
It's huge.
So,
listeners, you're not able to see the wonder
of the rounded court. Rounded square
it is slightly
court.
rounded. Yeah, that is weird.
So, it is a rounded corner rectangle measuring 40 meters by 20 meters, divided into two halves with the center stripe, and has face-off dots 2 meters from each side boards at the center strip and each goal line extended. So you see these things right here? Mm-hmm. That's a face-off spot. 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 And that's the, after every goal and after every period beginning, that's the face-off spot.
Okay, everyone at home, give yourself, for those that can picture this in your mind, for those that don't, think of a top-down view of a basketball court. So you got the two hoops on either side. Now, instead of sharp corners, make them rounded, right? Rounded, a quarter of a circle, rounded on each of those corners. Now, extend it past the basketball hoop just a little bit, and then at the half court line, instead of a circle, put a smaller dot there, kind of still bulging out from the line, but a smaller circle, and then go all the way north and south. If you're looking at it long ways horizontally, short ways up and down, go north and south, up and down, and then almost getting to the edges of the rink, put a plus sign. Now you go with that over to where the basketball court is. Same distance away from the center dot you put in the middle there. Go to the basketball courts, go up and down from both of those. Put 2 more dots up and down. Not 2 on each side. 1, 2, 1 above one above the other, and 1 below one below the other. So you have 6 plus signs. 2 hoops. Let's play basketball!
Now, the goal area has 2 specific rectangles in it, all right? So
Those
the
are
larger
specific.
rectangle, yeah, you see this little rectangle right here?
Yeah, the hoops.
Yeah, where the hoops are.
Yeah.
The larger rectangle is the crease, all right? So this big rectangle is considered the crease. This is what prevents you from hitting your goalie.
Isn't that a cricket term?
That is a cricket term, but it's also it's the goalie crease.
We're going to get all up in the goalie's crease.
So in this area, and only in this area, can the goalkeeper handle the ball with their hands and can play the ball on the ground. So they only in that square, which is 5 meters by 4 meters and 2.85 meters from the back line, only there can the goalie touch the ball with their hands.
Okay, that sounds like a kind of a whatchamacallit soccer thing.
Now, this other square here, right here, this is called the goalkeeper's area, all right? And this goalkeeper's area is where no player can be physically outside of the goalie, but they can use their stick to reach in the area and poke the ball into the goal. And then this is the goal. These little marks are the goal. To play, because you got to have a stick, right? You got to have a stick, because only the stick can touch the ball.
Nice stick.
These are your sticks. You got different size sticks. You see this stick? It's shorter. It's probably a goalie stick.
Nothing wrong with that stick. Nothing wrong at all. Just as capable as the other sticks.
Exactly. All very useful and can get the job done when used properly. Now, these sticks are made from materials like fiberglass or carbon fiber and are lightweight with a rounded grip and are generally 80 centimeters to 100 centimeters long, so 0.8 meters to 1 meter. And then there are right-handed and left-handed sticks because there is a curve to the bottom, just like a hockey stick.
Hockey sticks are curved at the bottom?
Get the bottom, the thing where you hit the ball and stick.
God, I wish I knew what hockey was. Oh.
Go back and watch the hockey primer. All right, and then we got the ball.
Was there even video back then? Huh?
There was not.
I'm laughing. I didn't say huh. I said ha ha.
Ah, well, then listen deeply to the hockey episode.
As deep as I feel like listening, which is very.
That's good. We like it when people listen deep. All right, so this is the ball, right? Looks like a wiffle ball. Mm-hmm. Now, it's 72 millimeters in diameter, or 2.8 inches, and weighs 23 grams. Which is 0.89 ounces, which allows it to be heavier and denser than a normal wiffle ball, so it doesn't just kind of fly and curve all over the place. But it is very wholly like a wiffle ball.
There's a problem with the description. The description says it has 1,516 tiny dimples. Now, on that ball, there are some dimple-y things. There's some holes. There's some lines. That's not 1,516.
Did you count them?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I can tell by far that's not 1,516. So they're lying.
It has 26 holes. Why do you think it has dimples?
No, look at the text on the bottom. It says it characterized by 1,516 tiny dimples. And I'm saying that that's not correct.
Oh, I do see that text now. I didn't see that initially. I'm blind.
Some people can't picture things in their head.
I can.
I can too. I'm rotating this entire podcast in my head.
Oh, dude, I'm rotating your entire face in my head.
Stop.
All right, so that's the ball. Now that we understand this, it's time for us to talk about the actual game, all right?
Okay, all right.
It's made up of 3 20-minute periods with 10-minute intermissions.
3 is interesting.
Yeah, it's like hockey. Hockey has 3 periods.
I would never, totally true. I never knew that. That is so new to me. I don't think that was in the primer. I'm pretty sure.
Wrestling has 3 periods, Mark. We wrestled.
I don't remember anything. The brain damage got me.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. So at the very beginning, there's a face-off in the middle of that court. Then once a goal is scored, there's a face-off in the middle of that court. If the ball goes out of bounds, the closest face-off point to that out-of-bounds area is where a face-off happens to determine who gets the ball. There are walls, so it has to fly over the wall, but it does happen pretty frequently. Now, for the face-off, the ball is placed on the floor. There's not a drop, and then they go after it like they do in ice hockey.
Okay.
It's just sitting there, and the two players are face-off, have their feet and blade placed perpendicular to the center line, and at either side of the ball without touching it, the referee blows the whistle, and they go at it. They start whacking the ball.
Ow. And then what?
And then the ball flies, and they got to try and get control of it and move it and pass it and score it in the goal.
Kind of cool.
Yeah. There are 2 referees each game to watch for rule breaks. And after the face-off, the offense and defense battle for control of the ball. Each team trying to advance it forward without trying to run over people and score in the opponent's goal. Play is continuous. It's like a fast tempo waltz with everyone moving constantly as they dribble past and shoot the ball towards the goal. It'll be a fast pace. It's kind of hard to keep track of the ball, and the team with the most points at the end of the third period wins the game. Now, the amount of people that are playing, there are 5 field players and a goalie, so 6 people on each team. The goalkeeper plays mostly on their knees and positions themselves to block goals with their hands and their body, and at no time will the goalkeeper hold a stick like they do in ice hockey. They don't have a stick.
Oh,
they're stickless.
Interesting.
So that shorter stick, I lied. It wasn't a goalie stick. It's just a shorter stick. Goalkeepers are the only players that are allowed to field the ball with their hands, and only within that square that we talked about earlier.
Right. So very soccer-like. Soccer players don't have a stick either.
Huh?
Soccer goalies, they don't have a stick. See, I'm learning. I'm learning about sports.
No soccer players have sticks.
I know. That's what I said.
Okay. Now, this game can be played in men's leagues, women's league, or co-ed. There's a combination of both. I actually have a friend who plays in a co-ed rec league and is a goalie for floorball. And I tell you what, those pads stink.
I thought they weren't allowed to have pads.
The goalies have pads.
Oh, okay.
Like knee pads and like gloves and stuff.
Maybe they should wash them.
They do, but they still retain stench. It's like wide receiver gloves in football. Those are the smelliest thing, I swear.
Ew.
It's the worst.
Why?
I don't know. Something about hand sweat, it just gets really stinky. Because you also get the sweat down your arms when you're running. I don't know. They get really smelly. Literally, to get rid of the smell, Mark, you had to like soak them in vinegar overnight. And then they smelled like vinegar, so then it was just as bad.
I think I know where the smell's coming from. Everyone's dumping vinegar all over their clothes.
They're chugging vinegar, so it works. It keeps the defenders away from you. If you smell real bad, they're like, oh, I don't want to guard this guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of defenders, there are 2 defenders, 2 forwards, and 1 center in floorball. The defenders are generally preventing the team from scoring goals, playing on their own half and position themselves in a way that attacking players can't shoot except for going through them.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, keeping themselves between the ball and the goal. They'll also try and intercept passes and break up opponents' plays to then be able to pass it forward to the forwards, who are the attacking field players, and they're the best shooters generally on the team. Their job is to create goal-scoring chances. And then you have the center that supports both the attack and the defense. Most challenging position on the rink because you need to be very fit because you're running onto both sides, back and forth, the whole field. Now you got passing, where you just shovel the ball to the other person. You got dribbling, where you're moving and changing the direction of the ball without passing it while running. Alternating within and front, just like.
Is there any kind of traveling in this game?
Yes, you do travel around the court as you run.
No, dumbass. I meant like traveling, like holding the ball.
No. And then you have the shooting technique, which is shooting on goal. But basic rules that can be violated is stick interference. You cannot lift, slash, hold, or otherwise impede another player's stick. It's an infraction. Unless you are hitting the ball, you cannot use your stick to just hit somebody else's stick. No stick-on-stick action.
No stick on stick.
All right, then you got high stick. You can't make contact with the ball using a stick above knee level.
Where have I heard the term high stick before?
Hockey.
No, couldn't have been. Maybe basketball.
Pole vault.
That's got a high stick.
It's got a real high stick. That had a violation in the Olympics, the stick-on-stick action from that one dude.
It's when he hit his dick on the pole. What did he hit his dick? What?
It was the bulge.
bar. The bar.
Yeah. There are other instances where somebody hit their pole with their stick.
Yeah, but this guy in particular hit the bar with his junk.
Yeah. So they cannot raise their stick above waist level at any time, backswing or follow through on a shot. It results in a free shot for the other team, which is like a penalty shot. Hands, nobody can use their hands except the goalie. It's an infraction for a free shot.
Yep.
Feet, they can use their feet once to either pass to another player or kick the ball into their own stick. Players can, in fact, play the ball with their head. However, players cannot jump at all to play the ball. No jumping. Yeah. 1 foot must be on the ground when touching the ball. It's an infraction that results in a free shot for the other team if this does not remain the same. And you cannot go down on the ground to play a ball. No blocks, no diving, no...
Well, that's not very fun.
This is trying to be less dangerous than hockey.
Is it, though? How many people die from this sport?
As far as I know, none due to violent action on the court.
None.
Unless they had a heart attack, none. So you can't dive. You can't put your body on the ground, and people have not died, as far as I know, from this sport specifically. They might have had a heart attack or a heart condition, but I don't think they've been killed. You cannot play your stick between another player's legs.
Why not?
It's an infraction.
Oh, my God.
You'd potentially trip them, and there'd be too many sticks between their legs. In order for you to put a stick between somebody's legs, you need consent.
Do I need consent in hockey to do it?
No, but you'd need it in floorball. Nobody's going to give you consent for you to stick your stick between their legs because it's illegal.
No, it's an infraction.
Defensive players or their sticks cannot be within 7 feet of the ball on a free shot, 2 meters. Oh, free shot is not like a free shot on goal, like a penalty shot. It's a free shot from the instance of the penalty. So it's you get possession and then you can hit it the other way. It's like a free kick in soccer. Like if somebody commits a penalty, you get a free hit, but it's from the place of the foul.
But it can't be to the goal.
Correct.
Okay. It must hit someone else or another stick before it goes in, right? That's the idea. Same with soccer is like you kick it towards your team and hopefully they head it into the...
There are 2 types of free kicks, and one free kick you can definitely score a goal on. Actually, most free kicks in soccer you can still score a goal on. So I imagine that's still the same.
But that's only when it ties, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Or I don't remember. There's somewhere where it's like a shoot off or something.
That's the penalty shootout.
Okay.
But you can score on a free kick in soccer. Corner kick, however, again, you can still score off a corner kick. You just got to curve it. But you're thinking of the corner kick where somebody heads it in, I think is what you're thinking of in soccer.
Yep.
So it's a free shot from the position, but I do not, you know what? I'm going to look this up. Free shot, floor ball goal. It can be shot directly on the goal. That player cannot touch it a second time until another person touches it, though. So they can't like hit it and then hit it again. But they can take it as a shot like on goal, like in like a free kick in soccer.
So they can't hit it with so much spin that it zips around like a frisbee and comes back to them and they hit it again, right?
Correct. No.
Okay.
Somebody else has to hit it before they hit it again. Now, body contact is illegal. Only incidental contact like shoulder contact in soccer is legal. No tackling. You can't hold a player. You can't grab the jersey. You can't interfere in their movement in any way. Minor infraction results in a free shot. Major infractions, such as a dangerous play or repeated infractions like headbutting somebody or kicking them in the nuts, 2-minute penalty. You get in a penalty box.
This seems lame. I want to kill people.
That's the next version called murder floorball.
What an original name. I like it.
Well, murder ball is actually a sport, but it's not actual murder. And then there's a crease violation because defensive players cannot have themselves or their sticks inside the inner crease, the goalie crease.
That's what my doctor said I had. Crease violation.
Crease violation? Dang.
It's terminal.
Terminal?
Terminal crease violation.
Stop violating your crease, dude. Like, come on.
I can't. It's self-destructive.
It's self-destructive crease. That's wild, man. Can't believe your crease is violating your crease.
I don't know what else to add to this joke.
All right, so defensive player playing the ball in the crease becomes a penalty shot. And then defensive players not touching the ball or offensive players in the crease is a free shot. And that's usually when you get a free shot, it's within 3 meters of where the penalty took place. So a lot of times it's kind of like if it's against a wall, they'll move it out away from the wall. That's floorball. It's non-contact hockey where there's a ball and a stick. You got 3 20-minute periods with 10-minute breaks in between. Goalies don't have a stick. They just got gloves and knee pads. And you run around and you hit the ball and dribble the ball and try and score goals. You want to see floorball in action at the highest levels?
Oh, this is not what I was picturing. This is not a normal gymnasium. This is an arena.
It's mostly rec-wise, it's played in a gym. So I guess this is official. It looks like about the same size as a basketball court.
Yeah, it looks like to be that kind of thing.
Well, this is like the professional ranks, Mark. This is a whole different level.
See, I bet you can make big money playing this, huh?
This is a world championship final from 2020, all right?
Damn. So big money, right?
But you can see, they're running around, they're dribbling, they're passing.
Wait.
That goalie is standing. He's got his little face mask. There's forward. Yeah, there's a shot, all right?
Huh.
And then they'll switch people out. You can see he's doing
I
change.
think the goalie should have a stick. I'm not going to lie. I think the goalie should have a stick, if nothing else to beat the other players with. It just seems like they're out on the court and they should have a stick, but they don't for some reason.
I feel like instead of a stick, they should have a bat, so if somebody gets close enough, they can just wallop them.
Cricket bat would be perfect for this.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Then they can use it to block, and then they can use it to whap people in the face when they cross the crease.
I think the goalie should be on a flat board above the goal and have to hit it with their arms away. But they got 2 sticks. They got to do this.
They're dual sticking, and they have to hit like this.
Like they're mixing a salad.
Is one like fork-shaped and spoon-shaped?
No, the action's like mixing a salad. It's 2 hockey goalie sticks.
Okay.
Which are different than regular sticks, right?
They're just generally like wider and shorter at the bottom.
I knew it. I knew they were different.
Yeah, they're different.
Anyway, carry on.
The origins of floorball, often debated. All right. Canada, Sweden, and the U.S. fight over whose sport it is.
I got a joke.
Yeah?
What came first, the floor or the ball?
I think the floor, because gravity.
The whole setup was the joke. I just wanted to say it, but the opportunity was floating away from me, so I was like, I gotta raise my hand.
I need to say it,
but politely.
Canada, Sweden, and U.S. fight over who truly invented the sport. But the first modern floorball game took place in Gothenburg, Sweden in 1968. But similar versions were played in Canada and the U.S. as early as the 1950s. In Canada, it was simply known as ball hockey, while in the U.S. it was called Cosom hockey, named after the stick manufacturer Cosom. C-O-S-O-M.
How American. Trying to Kleenex this game.
But in the U.S., Michigan is believed to have been the first to introduce the early form of floorball into its phys ed programs, with the modern version developed in Sweden. A Sweden player brought it to Massachusetts Institute of Technology to continue playing his favorite sport. Believed it started in Michigan, hadn't really spread outside of that, but then a Sweden version got spread to MIT. Now, the sport grew and is still active today. Other early U.S. hubs for floorball include New York City, Silicon Valley, and Dallas-Fort Worth, each with strong Swedish and Finnish communities. Now, the first official floorball club, Sala IBK, was founded in Sweden in 1979, and as the sport became more organized, basic rules were created, like the ones we talked about earlier. And by 1981, the first official rule book was published. And then in 1989... Sweden had enough teams to officially launch the world's first floorball league. In 1986, Sweden, Finland, and Switzerland founded the International Floorball Federation, the IFF, and the first countries to establish national floorball associations. Since then, the IFF has grown to include 80 member countries ranked according to their world championship performance, and the first World Floorball Championship was played in 1996 in Stockholm, Sweden, with Sweden winning gold.
Hell yeah, Sweden.
But why did we decide to cover this now? Because the Women's World Floorball Championships are taking place December 6th.
Whoa.
Through the 14th in Brno and Ostrava, Czech Republic. And will be
Holy
live streamed
shit.
on the IFF app, the International Floorball Federation app. So you can check out the best women in the world in floorball, taking it to each other in contest on the IFF app. And you can watch and enjoy some crazy floorball action today.
Well, that's pretty cool. Well, good luck to the American team. Hope you crush everyone. I'm sure they will.
If not in contest, but with their muscles.
Man, if only I could bet on this. Oh, if only there was a way.
Oh, no!
Here's our sponsor.
We'll steal your money. We're a gambling site.
Think of how much money we could get if we just take those ads, man. If we just take those ads.
I know. Imagine, too, if we just bought into crypto and create our own crypto coin.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, my God. It would be the Go coin, right?
Oh, yeah. Thank goodness we cut the recording. Oh, man.
Wait, what? We're still recording?
No, my career.
No, but that's floorball. It's kind of like a bare bones version of ice hockey that seems pretty simplified. People can walk instead of slipping on the ice, and it's less violent. And if you fight, you can't throw down gloves to agree to duke it out with each other.
But it'd be kind of cool to do that, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be entertaining.
Just a little bit.
Just a tiny bit. So, Mark, would you be interested in playing floorball?
I sure would. Sounds fun. Honestly, I don't know why I'm saying I want all the competitiveness. I'm actually much for casual things. I'm not very into the competitive scene.
I think that just comes from the fact that you get too competitive like I do. I think it'd be fun. I've watched a floorball game myself when my friend was playing. It's pretty neat. Definitely chaotic when people aren't like practicing with each other and coming up with plays and keeping spacing. It becomes much like, you know how little kids, when they play soccer, just group up and all kick the ball?
No, but I can imagine it.
But that's going to do it for this episode. Any last remarks? Any other words of wisdom?
I'm great. I'm the best. Nothing can top me, except maybe this guy.
Iron Lung coming soon, maybe?
Yes.
That's huge news. People excited about that. I'm excited about that.
It is. But some people are going to hear this and be like, soon? We've heard soon a lot.
It's like the 17 millionth time. Merch is out. You can go check that out at store.gmfst.com. If you want to interact with us, send us episode suggestions, accuse us for mistakes that were probably made. Reddit.com/r/GMFST is where you do all of that.
I went to store.gmfst.com and oh wow, opening soon.
By the time this episode airs, it will be open.
Season up for our newsletter to Beta Heifer Fires to Canal when we launch.
It exists. It's real.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real.
All right, but that's going to do it. Bye.
Bye.